This week's show is sponsored by printbymagic.com. We print directly to your bicycle playing cards. Hello and welcome to the Magic World Review Show. I am James Anthony and this is
Daniel Meadows again.
He is back. Yeah, welcome back to the show. It's good to have you on here. Did you miss it?
No, not really. Give myself a week off. I got my results from my last module.
Yeah.
I did quite well, so I've just got one bit to do, but I'm on track for a distinction. So all the time that I'm spending has been wisely invested. So.
People were asking on the board how were you doing and all that. So
I'm still alive. It's just I'm not locked in a basement or anywhere coming up with new effects for Blackpool.
We've got lots of new effects coming for Blackpool. It's going to be good fun, isn't it?
We'll see.
Okay. It's just getting them all together in time. There's so many new tricks coming out. We have a load coming out for next year, even for this year as well. And we don't even know how to keep up with them all. You know, we've never produced this many tricks before. It's cool. Let's move on with the review show, because this week we are going to be reviewing two products and continuing with the prize giveaways from last week. Product number one, of course, Mail Shot by Congreve. Mail Shot is £15.99, and you gotta go slower. Can't keep up with you, mate. And go back. Have we done that now? The HPAD. Now the HPAD is £48, and who's it by again? This is by HENRI Beaumont. I'm just gonna say that.
It's French. It's gonna be HENRI BEAUMONT.
Henri.
Sorry, Henri.
So yeah, they are the two products today. Which one shall we start off first? Shall we start off with Mail Shot by MAGICTAO and Congreve? So let's move on. Now, you showed me this earlier on. We watched the video, we checked it all out, and we were quite surprised by this, weren't we? Again, pleasantly surprised. Yeah. Pleasantly. We thought it was generally a nice routine. It had a few bonuses to it that we thought, oh, actually, that is a nice touch and addition to it, which made the trick more than what it could have been.
Are you going to show the trailer?
Pardon? Yeah, let's cut to the trailer of it. No.
Everybody receives junk mail. Even magicians, though ours is the spectator's signed card. This is a perfect ending to an ambitious card routine. Pick a card, any card. And if you wouldn't mind, just sign the face of the card for me. I'll turn away. Right, perfect. Give it a few seconds, make sure the ink doesn't come off. It's on there, yep. Say the word stop. Stop. Put your card back. Give it a couple cuts. With a shuffle. You snap your fingers. Yeah? One card jumps straight to the top. And that should look familiar. Yeah. Now that was a bit fast, so we're going to do it in slow motion. Slow motion. Your card with your signature on it goes right in the middle, and you push that all the way in for me. One final time, give a snap. And it jumps straight to the top with your signature. Once again, it goes all the way in the middle. Clearly show. Now before you snap, we have to show it's not on the bottom, no, and it's not on the top. If you snap your fingers. This envelope's been here the whole time. Yeah. The whole time. Because actually, inside the envelope is one card. Because we get junk mail as magicians. We get junk mail. So that goes there. So this has a free sample in it. And as you can see, if you go to that website, you can order the other 51 cards in the pack. But they sent me one, and that should look familiar.
Oh, it's amazing.
And we're back. That is Mail Shot by Congreve, and as you can see, it works very well. It looks good. It's commercial and easy to do.
Yes, I think all those things. So essentially, it can be an ending to an ambitious card. It can be an ending to something else. You could do a Darwin Ortiz dream card effect. but essentially it is an ending for something. So if you're fed up of doing a card to wallet or something else and you want a bit of a break, it's a different revelation of their signed card.
Yeah. So in terms of what you have to carry around if you're doing walk around magic, that would be probably one thing I would have to think about, is it's taking up quite a large space.
It's probably something you would keep in an inside pocket that you can take out, you can do your revelation, you can reset it and you can put it back so it's ready to go.
Yeah.
So it may look familiar in certain bits. There's a few moves that if you've ever owned a certain kind of wallet you may be familiar with, and I thought, are you going to be holding something out, you're going to be doing this, you can be doing that.
Yeah.
And when I saw it I thought, oh okay, that's nice. There's a few nice touches to it.
It is different.
You can see Chris has worked it, because he says, well, if this happens, it rarely does, but you could do this, and it's how to handle the heckler side of things. The only thing I've got to say is, unfortunately, because it says DVD video on there, and on the back it says plus a DVD with full explanations, and then you open it and you can say, well, show the gimmick, I'll cover the password, so you don't get it. You get a nice DVD slot, but you don't get the DVD. So I know possibly that they were set to do the DVD and then realised they went the way of everything else, where you get.
And we know how easy that is.
That's fine. You can see that you've locked down one way and then you change it. So I was a little bit disappointed when I opened it in that respect, but then I saw the gimmick and started watching it. Explanation. I think in total you've got about 12 minutes of footage, with 2 or 3 minutes being the performance. But in the 9-10 minutes that you've got left, you get to know everything. You'll have the handling down. You'll have a few bonus ideas. Yeah. I don't think there was anything else you'd need, so I didn't see a reason to pad it out.
I mean, that's
what you're getting.
That's what you're getting. So that's the size of it. So that my only gripe, okay, with this is that is not. If it was slightly smaller, I could fit this into my inside pocket of my suit. That is going to have to be on my outside pocket of my suit.
You can put it in any envelope you want, and he does give you a suggestion of what to do. And
it will fit. It will actually, looking at it right now, it will fit into a smaller envelope. So that's not an issue, actually. I could carry that around quite easily. So, what can we show of this?
Let's show that bit. So that's what you're getting. So it comes with a QR code. Yep. We'll hopefully have shown you the routine at one stage. You get a QR code that they've set up a dummy site for. So again, nice touch. There are just a few nice touches. It feels well made. There's a nice built-in revelation on the back.
Nice bonus on the back, it has got something extra built in, and the great thing about it is that I think if I was doing walk around with this would last quite a long time. It's not cheaply made, it's gloss laminated, so that is going to last, even protect itself against a few bends and things, so that is going to last a long time.
And especially with you doing Print by Magic, it's very easy for you to tie this in with an own brand for you personally or anyone else.
Very easy,
sort of theme. It's believable. I wouldn't necessarily use the word mail shot or the words mail shot in the routine, but in case they went away back and do that. But you could say, those flyers and all the freebies you get with a magazine. Yep. And you've got that.
Yeah. So all in all, we were pleasantly surprised, and I think it is potentially a worker as well.
I think it is. I think you'll get it down very easily if you've got basic card sleights under your belt. This isn't particularly difficult.
Nope.
You'll see what you need to do. You'll get it down easily.
Exactly. So, out of 10, we need to give this Mail Shot by Chris Congreve a rating. You can give the first one if you want.
Yeah, I don't think it sets the world alight, and I don't think Chris would probably be the first to say it's not a game changer in that bit.
Of course.
But it's nice, it's different, it's got some novelty.
It's a commercial routine you can carry around.
It's commercial, it resets, it's got everything that most workers are going to want.
Yeah.
I'd put it as a solid 7.
I was going to say exactly 7.
I think solid 7. I think
boom,
it's good.
7 for Mail Shot, Chris Congreve. Good trick. Right, let's move on to... I can't say the pied de resistance. I was trying to think of something français. Anyway, the HPAD, okay, by
HENRI BEAUMONT.
HPAD. This retails at £48 or thereabout. We've seen most websites are 48 to 52-ish, so it's on our site at £48. You can see the links down below here, and the same with the last product, of course, as well. Now, what were your first thoughts on the HPAD? Because we both opened this up, we had a little review, a little check, and straight away we had a few gripes with this.
This brought me back from the wilderness to come and do a review show because I was genuinely interested. I'm a Parapad owner, and they said in the advertising blurb that this is the best of its type. So we'll show the...
Let's cut to the trailer,
and I'll give my thoughts.
Let's do it now.
matches. Wow.
Very good. Magic.
So from that, this is a tool that is generally used by mentalists to know what word someone's written down or what picture in order to be able to duplicate it, mind read, do anything else.
There's a lot of these.
There's quite a few different
few.
ones. There's a fair few. Some of the more well-known ones, you've got Cypher, which is probably on the more entry-level one that you adapt yourself because you get the material and what you need. And then there's probably the Rolls-Royce edition, which is the Parapad that I can,
Which you have.
I've got down here to show. So there are a lot of nice things that just to be fair. So the pad bonus marks for using Rhodia as a brand. That is, I've seen all this discussion about can you get it? Is it familiar for us? For the UK, you go into Smiths. I've seen it in Staples.
Exactly.
I've seen it in most things. So it's one of these pads. What's nice about it is you don't have to do the I'll tear a page out, I'll put it on here and then I'll elastic band it in, because I've never seen anyone use a pad in that way. Other bonus marks go for including an extra gimmick in order to make an extra pen. Very, very nice. I'll move on to the pens in a second.
Pen is a separate issue.
Bonus marks for including a second way of resetting to go again that's built into the pad, because normally it's built into the pen that you need to use or a separate gimmick. So it's nice. I don't think I would use it in this way, but there we go. So in terms of comparisons, the problem is that the pad is this size and the pen that they expect to use, if you can see it, is ginormous and not one that you would generally use. Now he does give you the gimmick and say you could put it in a Sharpie, but they don't give you the equipment like in a Parapad construction, the Parapen construction kit from
To make
Parapad. So to make it, so the difference is with this one, there's a couple of nice bits in there. But you can only go through one page. So the way you've got to set it up is there on the last page.
Even that is
it wasn't the best impression.
Let's be honest.
To say this is the best impression on the market compared to...
I think I remember you the first impression you showed me, and you couldn't, well, words, it was next to impossible to tell the word that you wrote through one sheet of paper.
This is the Parapad, and this is the pen that I use for the Parapad. It's a Stabilo sort of brand, so that's quite common. So Parapad, what I did with this is I can open it up and just pass it to you, you'll write something down and I'll close it, and that's me done. So that's how the Parapad works. I tried to do the same with this as a first sort of impression. So I opened it up, and did it, and I got nothing. When I came to do the bit that you need to do, that I'm doing down off screen so I don't flash anything, when I came to do that, I looked at it and I couldn't see anything. It seems to be similar material to Cypher, which is not as sensitive as Parapad.
Not even close.
So it's difficult for me to then recommend this. If we're saying that this is £48 and a Parapad's probably in this £65 to £70 bracket, I would genuinely say
some fad links to it we will do down below.
Get the better one. If you just couldn't, or you wanted to play it, or you didn't get on with Parapad, maybe there is something for you.
So for you, the Parapad beats
it.
This
Does.
one.
This is not the best. It's nice and it's probably mid-range, because there's some that I've seen that are worse. And there's some, like I said, including bits to make an extra pen, including this, including that, and there's a few nice touches on it. But it's not the best.
It's not.
It's not the best. I can't say it.
I'm just playing around with it now, and it just doesn't seem to do it.
We're doing it off camera, just see if
this is all totally off camera. You can't see a thing.
You've done it. You've done the banner check symbol. So as I go, what the move is you go here, and I can't even pick it up, so that's not a good sign. There we go. Oh, it's come through.
Okay, it's come through. Okay, let's. Oh, we can't show that. What man about?
No, you can't show it.
What's on about?
Just show you the secret gimmick.
I didn't mean it like that. Anyway, let's put it that way. It came through. Not incredibly, but it came through.
It came through one piece of paper.
Yes.
So you can't do this again. The ParaPad will go through half of or probably more than that, and still come out.
Yeah.
This I would probably go more for symbols than I would
You
for
like
words.
coming out, don't you?
Says you.
We're not. Right. Okay. So all in all.
The teaching, right?
The teaching. Let's see the video.
It would have been nice. I think the reason why you never see his face when he's doing the teaching bit, and you just see Mr. Hands, is probably because it's dubbed. Because you get it in the French and the English, and when you see the performance bits, it's dubbed. So that may be the reason why you never see his face. But it would have been nice to say, "I'm the creator," blah blah blah.
Yep.
Teaching that he does, he spends ages teaching you how to extract this and to refill the pad, to put it into a different pad. So fair play, he's done all that. He teaches you 2 routines. One was like a magic squarey one. One was an any card, any number.
Yeah.
Again, nice effects.
So the routines taught are okay on it.
Yeah, you'll know. You probably know what you want it for before you buy it anyway.
Yeah.
But to throw 2 things in that he teaches are good.
Exactly.
So again, some nice bits. I don't think it works.
How long does it last? The DVD.
What was it, about half? Probably longer. I can't remember how long it said.
Putting you on the spot right
now. I know. I can't remember. It seems
It'll
to be,
say on the
it
thing.
seems to be in the region of about 30-40 minutes. I think it was somewhere in that, and it doesn't go into the mechanics of it as much, but you'll learn the different ways of what you need to do to be able to get what you need.
So all in all, go for the ParaPad if you can. Yeah, ParaPad. That's probably our best advice we can say with this. We are going to, well, first of all, before we go on to another section, another little thing that I showed you the other day, something pretty cool, before we go into that, because we've got to give this a review out of 10.
Yeah.
So, out of 10, what would you give this?
It has some bits that I haven't seen before. A lot of thought has gone into it in terms of usage and its price point and everything else. It probably sits in the 6 to 7 category for me. Because with a little,
very kind, that.
With a little bit more. No, I think I think you can use it, and I think people could. But I just think for spending the extra 20 quid, what it is, and then you probably need to spend a little bit more on the pens. So it is going to start adding up. But in terms of what most professionals will use, it is better. See, that's not the best.
That's something else we have to say.
I've got nothing. Just a quick plug. I've got nothing against Marchand and Trucs, the producer, because I actually do really like.
You love those cards.
Their ESP cards. These were recommended by Luke Jamay because he's worked with them a few times. He recommends them on his Mines DVD,
and I use them.
And I like them. We've got them in the
for
shop.
certain effects. And Tattletale and lots of others, and they're
really
brilliant. So that's just a random plug.
So
ESP
just a
cards.
random plug. So just to say, I've got nothing against.
What are they called again, though? The ESP, the Origins. That was it.
Origin cards.
They're in the link down below. These are highly recommended, and you can read them from miles away. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
So yeah, going back on track though.
Back to them. I'd probably put it in the 6 to 7 category.
I was going to say a 6. 5.5 to 6. I was going to say.
If you haven't got the money to spend, I would probably recommend you go for Cypher.
Yeah.
And you just want to dabble in this sort of stuff. If you are looking to more invest and you're more on the worker side, I'd probably recommend you went for the ParaPad.
Yeah. I personally would like to put this at 5.5 to 6ish. What do you think?
Okay.
Shall we meet at 6?
Okay.
6. There we go. 6. Boom. Done. Can we do the? Okay. Boom. How sad is that?
Very.
You're supposed to be the rocket, and I'm the thing. Anyway, we'll sort that out for Blackpool. As I was showing you this product, there was something else I showed you.
We're not meant to talk about that.
Oh, okay.
I've got counselling.
Sorry about that. Well, we basically I showed you something else, and it's a product that we were working on, and you had a little mess around with it, and we don't want to really plug our own products at the same time as someone else's. However, are you right in saying the first words you said, "Oh, that is clear"?
It probably has the best of its kind that I have seen.
That is what
in this genre.
Response I wanted to have. We're super excited about this product. It's a do-it-yourself and special method, a system of producing this board, and it is phenomenal. It is being released imminently. We can't say exactly when. It's super secret. However, it is coming out soon. We will let you know when it is.
Secret, you're telling you about it now.
Well, I'm not saying anything about it, am I?
I know, so people are going to go, what is it?
Okay.
What can I do? Something's in the works.
It's revolutionary.
Yeah, people say that. I think it could be a game changer for some people. I think it brings something that you'd normally spend hundreds of pounds on into most people's pockets.
Exactly. So we will update you on that as it progresses. But we've got to shoot the videos to it and get everything going. But it's going to be quite an exciting project. We've got some quite big names on board as well. So that's it. That's our plug. Now, also, is this HPAD, first of all, I think we know the answer to this, but is it going to go on the workers' wall?
I think that's the problem. It can be a worker.
Yeah.
You can work it, but when there's something better, I would rather put that on.
I think I would rather put the power. Yeah, exactly. So that's not on it. Now we did forget. Is this a workers' wall trick?
I think workers could use it.
I think so. Out of the workers' wall, got 3 sections. We're going to put it on in the highly recommended one, the one at the bottom. That is where mail shot is going to go. So I think that's fair enough because I think it is a worker. It's certainly worth giving it a go if it suits your personality. Great. That is it. That's the end of the review show. Week 35.
Have you got something to give away?
Yeah, of course I do. I've got plenty of prizes to give away.
What about last week?
Last week, the prize winner is going to appear on screen or down in the Show More section right now. You have won the DVD. It will be in the post as soon as you let me know your address and your details. We will get it straight off to you. Now, this week, we are going to be giving away another very special prize. Actually, this has a retail value of about £25 or £30, but it's something very hidden that we don't really advertise. It's called a UFO. Now, basically, imagine a raven mixed with a device that can be used while wearing a t-shirt. You can make coins vanish, but you also get a very handy thing, which you like a lot, don't you? Yep. A way of... The problem with the ravens and all the other things, which are fantastic, by the way, let me say, is that the coin has vanished. You can't really get it back. However, this has a way of you bring out a little green bag, and inside the bag, sealed away, I'm just imagining it, is your signed coin. So not only can you vanish your coin while wearing an out shirt or a t-shirt, you can then produce it again as well in a sealed bag.
So rather than just having the vanish, it's got something that's bundled in that gives you the reappearance bit.
Yep.
That's similar to like a nest of wallets idea, but I've never seen this sort of gimmick applied like this, and it's a nice little
exactly.
nice little thing.
So yeah, that is UFO, and to win this product, all you got to do is leave a nice comment down below, saying perhaps how nice it is to have Daniel back on the show.
No one's going to do it. Everyone's going to say, well, why the hell is he back? It was going so well without him.
Just leave any nice comment, you know, the usual recommend it to a couple of friends. If you know anyone that's on YouTube that doesn't watch the show, just pass it on to them as well. Just share it. Okay. I could have just said share it and like it, boom, as Sam would say. So, boom. That's it, UFO. The winner will be announced next week. So, that is it. Have you got any other exciting news to let everyone know at home?
No.
No?
Mine's was good.
Oh yeah, Mine's. But that was good. We did a video on Mine's.
Yeah, no.
It was fantastic.
But
Mine's convention was fantastic. We had such a wonderful time.
So anyone who missed it, you need to get there, because when Michael Murray does something, because 3 Minds is going to be even better.
It's going to be
even better.
I cannot wait.
We've already got the date, so get on MindFX.
Yeah, MindFX.
Search out MindFX, Michael Murray's MindFX website.
Yep.
Find out what the dates are. Definitely worth a look. If
Without
you're into
question. Without
fantastic.
Every lecture was great. So brilliant. And the people. Boom. So yeah, that is it for week 35 of the Magic World Review Show. Thank you very much for watching. Myself, James Anthony, and of course,
Daniel Meadows.
See you next week. How cool was that?
Don't make it worse.
Sorry.
You're not putting that bit in either.
It might be off by 1 by now.
Off by 1? Who are you, Kenton Nepper?
Yeah.
Donut.
Okay, boom. Thank you, mate. That's good. I didn't. Why do I always click when I go to the trailer?
I don't know.
I think it adds effect.
No, it doesn't.
And we're back.
Okay.